makes you look so good? Ocala, baby, what makes you look so good? Why don't you love me like I know you could?
Right, Kelli Hart is in the studio, and not because there are Pokemon in here.
Well, maybe.
I think Pokemon. What do you call them?
Pokemon.
Pokemon. But what are the cartoon characters called?
Well, they each have a different name.
Oh, that one had a name. That one you just called. Did you catch it? Oh no,
It was Pidgey.
I interrupted you. So.
It was Pidgey.
So in the studio we had
Yeah.
and we knew we had these, but I never actually saw one though till just now.
Yeah, so...
It was sitting on your headphones.
Yeah, it was sitting on my headphones.
But did you get a picture
I'll
of it?
send it to you later.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's so much fun. We, so it's only been out, what, maybe 2-3 weeks at most or something like that. So it's pretty phenomenal.
It was an overnight thing.
Yeah, it's pretty phenomenal how it's just caught on. Isn't it weird how some things come out and it's like, maybe, and then some things come out and it takes the world by storm. And this is actually one of those things. And literally the world, it's been being opened up, to different countries.
And
little by little, they've been rationing it out.
And it just opened up in Japan, and you would think this would have been the first place it opened up in.
Right, yeah, but no.
And the news said that Japan is going to be the first place where you could actually sponsor whatever at a McDonald's over there.
Really?
So what is that? What do you think that means? That you paid? I mean, we had a Poke guy in here. We didn't pay anything.
So, no. Well, I know that a lot of people are wanting to be Pokestops. And
because
you can't, all of the ammunition, I guess, that you need to get the Pokemon, like catch the Pokemon.
So you said you were killing that bird.
Well,
other people say they're capturing them.
I am capturing it, but... If you've ever watched me throw a Pokeball, I am killing it. So, so the things that you need, all of the different potions and all the different gems and everything is at these Pokestops. And so there's been a lot of people, businesses that have really marketed to this whole concept, because if they're a Pokestop, that means people are going to come in, they're going to want to, it's like a little medallion. So you spin it and it gives you all of these little tools that you need to keep playing the game. And a lot of people have been marketing. They've been very wise to do so. Phil, our creative director, was telling me that he saw where PetSmart, or one of the pet places, said that if you have a particular character, that you can come in and it totally waives your adoption fee. Or if you don't have that, if you haven't caught that particular Pokemon yet, that you can come in and every level you are, they'll take that many dollars off your adoption fee or something. So people are really utilizing it in a pretty clever way.
Wow. So these are coupons, these Poke things.
Kind of, yeah. So you can absolutely utilize it for marketing a business. And I mean, why not? I think it's amazing. We've caught a couple, just like there was one sitting here in the studio.
Right. Now, you made it look like it was on your headphones, right? You could have made it look like it was anywhere, right?
Well, when I turned it towards you, I was kind of hoping it would be on your computer monitor.
Right.
But it wasn't. It was here.
Okay.
And it's all run by GPS. So when I turned my phone, he was no longer there. So it does kind of pick and choose where it's at, but you can manipulate it a little bit to...
But it knows where you're at.
It knows where I am, for sure.
Okay.
And there's been so much debate online about this game. There's been so many other things highly debated online right now, politics, of course, and the RNC.
I'd rather read about Pokemon.
Me too. And it's just been, when the game first came out and I was reading through comments on Facebook, there was a lot of negative comments. Oh, how silly is this? And these are adults.
Well, it is silly, but aren't all games silly? Games are fun.
Yeah, silly is kind of a refreshing, breath of fresh air, considering.
And you literally get out into the fresh air, right? Looking for these guys?
Absolutely. So what Phil and I have been doing is we've been using our lunch break to take walks kind of through the neighborhood when we have a chance, because there's downtown, especially right near Ocala Magazine, there's a lot of different Pokestops and gyms, and it's like a cesspool over there of Pokemon. And so we've been able to
cesspool of Pokemon.
Yes.
Is that going to be the title of an upcoming article?
It should be. No. I mean, it is so, I mean, everywhere you go, you see these people and they're on their phone. And, I get that there are those people who are using the game carelessly. They're trying to drive and then they're trying to catch Pokemon at the same time, or they're walking and not paying attention to where they're going. But I mean, with every good thing, there probably comes some type of risk or consequence. So yes, I understand that there are those people who should be playing irresponsibly, but they're probably the same people that, that don't do other things responsibly. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
there's just those type of people. But
Yeah.
the debate on Facebook about how silly it is and how adults shouldn't be playing it and you guys should get jobs and you know, how do you have all of this time to do
everybody
these
says that.
things?
Everybody has downtime stuff, whatever it might be.
You know, what I can tell you is just in walking around, I have talked to more strangers than I normally would. You know, not
Because
that
of
I'm
this
antisocial, but I just necessarily don't walk through the mall and talk to strangers.
Because of the game.
Yes, I feel like the game is really kind of connecting people because you're playing Pokemon and you're trying to catch this thing.
I see some Pokemon themed weddings in the future.
Oh my gosh, there's already Pokemon themed everything. There's people now that are doing like the Uber where they'll say, okay, pay a fee, I'll pick you up. I'll take you around to catch the Pokemon. That way you don't have to drive to make it safe. So, I mean, people are really capitalizing off of this thing. And I'm certain that the game will ultimately capitalize once you can start, you know, buying things, you know, maybe buying sponsorship or maybe buying your business as a Pokestop.
Can I ask you a personal
Sure.
question? All right. This is about something totally different. This
Okay.
was in the magazine. Your face.
Yes.
You've always had a beautiful face.
Thank you.
I never remember seeing blemishes or anything. But you have an article in the July issue
Yes.
showing before and after. What was going on with your face? I don't remember that.
Well, so
I'm looking at the cheek right now, your left
Sure.
cheek. What was going on?
So what had happened was growing up, I spent basically all my life in the sun. And as I became older, it was careless time. So it was accelerators and laying out, wanting to be tan, and all of that is great and fine until I had melanoma several years back. And of
You
course,
did?
Yes, I did. And so
That's
that was
horrible.
very scary
Yeah.
for me. And so I thought, you know, I've done this to myself. I have personally done this to myself and to my body and my skin. So from that moment forward, it was a totally new lifestyle change for me. So I was, you know, using sunscreen, wearing hats. I was not going to tanning beds ever again.
Right,
I was not
right.
going to lay out in the sun in an effort to get tan. That didn't mean I wasn't going to do outside activities, but I was going to once again do it responsibly. So in not being in the sun over time, of course, your tan fades and then you realize that you're left with your
But you're a white girl.
your God-given skin. And mine happens to be pretty fair.
Yeah.
So I also was left with all of the residual damage that the sun had done to my skin, and a lot of it was just sunspots, and especially on my jawline and a couple other places where just all of that time.
Must have been something you were more conscious of than other people.
Well, I'm certain that it is,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
what I was doing was like any woman, who has any type of blemish or scar or acne or sunspots or anything. We have the ability to wear makeup, and so that's what I was doing. I was wearing a heavier makeup than I ever had or ever cared to do, and so when I talked to Anna at Midstate Skin, because that's also my dermatologist. So now, of course, I'm very careful about being proactive and getting checked every year for any new spots and things of that nature. And I was just explaining to her, it's so aggravating, all of the damage I've done that now I'm stuck with. And she said, well, you're not necessarily stuck with it, and told me about this process. And I thought, wow, you can use a laser to damage your skin. But in damaging it, of course, like skin does, it heals itself. And in healing and repairing itself, it creates collagen and also brings all of that kind of yucky damage to the surface, and it falls off. And when I say falls off, I mean it literally does.
Really?
Yeah.
So she used that device that you show a picture of the device
Yeah.
in the magazine.
Yeah. So let me see here.
Looks almost like a razor with a light on the end of it.
It does. It does. It almost looks even kind of like one of the teeth whitening little gadgets that people use. It's not a very big.
So was it a long process? Did you have to sit in a chair for a while she did whatever she did?
No, it was not a long process. In fact, what I would do is I'd run over on a lunch break, and in about 10 minutes, she would do the procedure, and I'd
Really?
go right back to work. Yeah, absolutely.
And you show the before and after. So this, I mean, you really put yourself on the line. Was it embarrassing for you to do this?
Well, you know me, I don't really embarrass much. I'm kind of an open book.
I don't know that about you.
Well, I really don't. I really don't embarrass very easily. So for me, it was not. I mean, I knew because she told me. She said, "Here's what's going to happen. It's going to damage your face, and it's going to bring
The process will.
The process will damage your face.
Oh, wow.
But damage, when it comes to repairing, is actually a kind of a good thing. So it sounds bad, but it's actually a good thing. Right. So she said there will even be places on your cheeks and nose and forehead that are perfectly fair and clear, and you'll see these spots because everything under the surface is going to come to the surface. And she was right. And I did kind of panic the first day or two because I woke up and I had these very dark spots, all over my face, and they weren't even smooth. They almost had a texture like extremely dry skin would or something. Really? I thought, oh my God, I hope this works, because if it doesn't, now I've made things so much worse for myself. So of course I reached out to her and she said, don't panic. I told you this would happen, and it will. And as things come to the surface, they're going to get more visible and darker. That only makes sense. But trust me when I tell you that they will fall off as you wash your face, exfoliate.
And I mean, so what? Again, I'm getting personal again. But
Sure.
do you have makeup on right now?
I have powder on right
Just
now and eye
huh?
makeup.
But you look great. You always look great.
Thank you. Thanks. I've never been a big heavy makeup person. I've never been the type that wants to wear the foundations and those types of things. But I was having to do so just to kind of hide what was happening with my skin. So now it's a totally different ballgame.
Okay, can I ask beyond yourself and beyond even our race, would this help an African American lady or guy? I mean, would the same process help people of other races?
So what's happening is it's treating whatever damage you've done that's deep within the deepest layers of your skin. And I mean, all races get different types of acne scars and different types of sun damage. I think sometimes we think, well, the paler your skin, the more susceptible you are to damage. And that's not really true. We're all susceptible to damage. It's just when you have fair skin, of course, anything on it shows up, almost like if you get a stain on a white shirt. Yeah. So it definitely can help men, women, all races, and a variety of different things that you may be dealing with. Mine just happened to be sun damage, but there are people who deal with a lot of different issues. But, I thought, well, I've tried all kinds of things that are super expensive, creams, and, these the creams that you can buy that's like every month you have to keep at it, and it's $200-$300. And
wow.
I mean, if I'm going to spend $200 or $300 on something, I really need it to work, and I kind of want it to work right away. And if you see on the pictures in this story, it shows you the before picture without any makeup on, and then it shows you 1 month later. So if you can get that kind of progress in 30 days, that's pretty awesome.
We are up against the break. Let's take the break. If you have any questions for Kelli, we would love your phone calls. The number is 622-9622. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Say boating is no accident. We'll have a thunderstorm, especially inland this afternoon. Otherwise, partly sunny, high of 90 to 95. Clear tonight, a low 71 to 76. Tomorrow is Sunday, sunny to partly cloudy with a couple thunderstorms, especially inland. Highs between 90 to 95 both days. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
You can't put it off any longer. It's time to replace your home's AC system.
The answer is asolvesitall.com and an exceptionally efficient AC system. Let the pros at A show you how you can save on energy monthly and give your family added comfort. The great thing is that asolvesitall.com is on call 7 to 7, 7 days a week at no extra charge.
For a limited time, mention WOCA and get a special discount.
Call 877-765-4ACE or asolvesitall.com.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online. Yeah, I'm that drip coming down from the corner of the room. But where did I come from? I'll never tell. Bone Dry Roofing can and will fix it right the first time using quality materials and will deal honestly and fairly with you, period. You can find Bone Dry Roofing on their website, bonedryroofingllc.com, and Facebook at Bone Dry Roofing LLC. Do it right before your roof needs a tarp to keep the elements out. Bone Dry Roofing stands behind the work to help make your home safe and secure. Plus, they have financing available. Remember, if you're not bone dry, then you're all wet.
Hi, I'm Big Daddy Don Garlitz, asking you to support adoption by purchasing a Choose Life license plate from your county tag tag office. You know, it costs a lot to give a child life. Many times a woman is forced to make a bad choice because of financial pressures. Help save the lives of the unborn children by aiding women whom choose life instead of abortion. Take a stand for life. Purchase your Choose Life license plate today. For more information, go to chooselife.org or call 352-624-2854.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
WOCA. AM 1370. 96.3. 96.3. WOCA.
21 minutes after 10. Okay, I feel I'm out of the loop. I don't do the Pokemon. Dan Martone is posting a photo of famous people from a TV show called Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Are you familiar? Like, when you looked at that picture, did you know those guys?
No. I'm not a big Walking Dead fan.
Okay.
I've seen it, but not a fan.
So were they filming in Ocala, or did Dan go somewhere, or is he?
Maybe it's photoshopped.
Is he? No, that's not Photoshop. Or is he in? Is he here?
He was here. I saw him earlier.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, is he going to be in an episode?
Maybe.
What do you have to do to be in The
right?
Walking Dead? Do you have to walk
You have to be a zombie.
and look
Right.
dead? You're not into this, are you? You were in one of these movies, though,
I was in a movie that
that had this kind of
kind of that
theme,
kind
right?
of thing. Yeah. Creepy, gory,
What was the name of
horror
that
type
movie?
stuff. Mr. White.
And who made the movie?
Erica Summers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that was all filmed local. But I mean, Dan's got his picture with me before, and I don't see it up there. So
Oh,
I guess I know his
There's got to
where
be a
his
picture of
loyalty
you.
lies. No, I'm sure it's somewhere there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I've seen Walking Dead, so I'm familiar with it. But I didn't really get into it the way that most everyone in America did. But I've definitely gotten into the Pokemon.
You
That
are
was
into
one
the
of those
Pokemon.
things. Yeah, there's been so many things I've not gotten into that have just been, you see people.
Pop culture things, they call them.
Yeah, those types of things. Some of the challenges that they've done on the internet, I just am usually not the person that gets swept up in those types of things. But this is, for whatever reason, I can't explain it. I mean, my best friend actually came home and got me involved in it, and I thought, oh, well, that's, kind of fun. You get to.
And did you feel like you've
walk
been left
around.
out? I mean, it's
No, I
still
didn't feel
new.
because it had just come out the
You
day
think this
before
is-
he introduced me to it, so I wasn't that far behind. But
So
he's
is-
usually the one that introduces me to things. So he's on the pulse. He tells me, and then next thing you know,
Is this a 2016 only fad? Like, will this be gone before the end of the year?
I don't think so.
Really?
Because Pokemon has been around for ages.
Yeah, but it hasn't been a fad for ages.
No, it hasn't been a fad for ages, although, kids, because I don't have sons, but I know that young boys are still just as into Pokemon now as,
Oh, really?
as
The
the
cards?
boys were that were my age.
Oh, my
when- yeah, so
My
apparently...
son was so into this when he was little. And in fact, I asked him, but he's 30 now. I asked him about Pokemon. He said, yeah, I'm playing it.
who's not?
He said he feels like I'm 10 again, is what he said.
It's just a lot of fun.
Did you play it when you were little?
I never played it.
Okay.
I don't have any brothers, and then of course my daughter is not into Pokemon. So this is all really new to me.
But you are.
Because I don't know the characters' names. Like some people are like, oh, that's this and this.
Oh, I
and
know
that's that.
one. Licky Chew or whatever you just had.
Lick-a-tongue.
Licky Tongue.
Yeah.
You found Licky Tongue out on the road.
I did. At a red light.
Can you
I want
put
to
Licky
say
Tongue
I
up to the
wasn't.
camera?
Sure. Yeah.
Show Licky Tongue to the camera.
I can.
Yeah.
I was at a long red light,
Right.
and my phone vibrated, and there it was.
And
It
somebody
was
didn't send this to you?
insanity.
See, this almost looks nasty. Okay.
Okay, wait. Let me find it. Where did it go?
Licky Tongue. Who names them?
I mean, it popped up, and I was like, "What is this? Look at this."
Yeah, put it real
Can you
close
see?
to the camera.
Okay.
Real close
Let
to
me
the
see if I can get. You tell me when I'm there.
You're there. You're there. Just hold it there for a second. Look at that tongue.
Right? It's a nasty
So
little thing.
you captured him?
So I did. I captured him.
How do you
or
know it's a
her.
him?
I don't
yeah,
know.
I was gonna say it's pink.
I don't know, and Lord knows, I don't want to say. It's life matters. That's all I know, and I'm just gonna set it down there. So that's the thing. I think it's been really fun. It's kind of been a nice break from all of the heat that's on social media between religion and politics and crime.
Thank you.
And
Yes.
it is really when someone says that this is what they're doing versus something horrible or bad. I mean,
here's one of the things about the political stuff. You'll see all kinds of stuff. This is what Hillary said. This is what Trump said. Whatever. You go to Snopes or one of those that can help you figure out if it's true or not. Almost all of them are not true.
Right.
Almost all of them have partially true. Whatever.
I have stopped. I made the mistake. It's been several months ago, and I don't even remember now what it was. But I shared something out without doing my due diligence and seeing if it was even credible, which I, of all people, should be more responsible in sharing information. And I wasn't. And I shared something out, and come to find out, it was just a complete satire type site that was not reliable at all.
Yeah.
And of course, I felt dumb, but I felt irresponsible. So I've kind of stopped sharing links unless it's something that I've seen myself, that's a clip from something I know I've seen myself, or it's something very, very reliable.
Will Ferrell moving to Ocala.
Yeah.
Remember, I bought into that too. I thought, oh wow, he's going to move.
Oh yeah, Will Ferrell moving to Ocala. Everyone got all excited about that, and then it was like, and that may have been the thing that I shared. I don't really remember.
In fact, I might have taken it from you.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
And that is a prime example of how really bad information is shared very quickly.
You didn't realize,
and we believe it.
You didn't realize Robin was an artist, did you?
I did not know that.
You put wow on there. Yeah.
I did not
Wasn't that
know
a good painting? Yeah.
I did not know. And through social media, we can learn so much good about people, and we can do so much good business, and we can share really good information about community events. And, it's just really amazing the good that it can do, but it is also kind of scary the bad that it can do. I mean, I've seen people argue. I've had people argue with me. They'll read one excerpt of something I put on social media.
So distract them with something.
I think.
Did I ever tell you about the guy that wanted to punch me?
No.
Let me tell you about the guy who wanted to punch me. Okay. This was at the Cascades. And I always get to work and it's still dark. It's not even daylight yet.
Sure.
And at the top of the steps, remember the Cascades? I had to go downstairs. There was a guy dressed as a woman. That's how this guy was always. He's a special needs kind of a guy. Okay, just to paint an accurate picture. Okay. And he was standing there and he was punching his hand. He was saying, how come you don't answer your phone? How come you don't answer your phone? And I won't say his name, but I said, I knew his name, and I said, I just got here. He said, no, yesterday. And he talked like Lou Costello. Yesterday. How come you didn't answer your phone? He's ready to punch me in the face. And he's standing at the top of the steps. I'm thinking, well, this is going to be interesting. If you fall down the step, I'm going to be made to look like I did this on purpose. Whatever, how am I going to tell this story?
Sure.
So as I mentioned, he was wearing a dress. So I distracted him. I said, that is a beautiful dress you're wearing. Oh, well, thank you. And I said, and that hat, where'd you get that hat from? Oh, I made it myself. It looked like what the Pope wears.
Oh, wow.
Well, I defused the situation, went down the stairs. Well, you have a good day. Oh, okay. Totally distract him. So I think you could do the same thing with social media.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times you can. I know a lot of times I'll just kind of curb something, not to discount what someone else is saying, because everyone is entitled to their opinion. My opinion is no more important or right or special than anyone else's. I think sometimes people, because they know that I work in the media, they feel like I should say a certain thing or behave a certain way.
You should have an opinion, but it doesn't have to be a heavy topic. For example, there's a trending question going on right now. I don't know if you heard this or not. How many French fries can somebody take off of your plate before you tell them to go get their own?
One.
Just one. See?
Pretty much. Pretty much. If you knew how much I love French fries. Yeah. One. Maybe. If I don't cut you off first.
That's it. And McDonald's has a new French fry.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know Chick-fil-A took their spicy chicken biscuit off the menu, which has upset people.
Gilroy garlic. Gilroy garlic fries. New French fry over at McDonald's.
A garlic French fry.
Garlic French fry. It was fun. Fun show today.
Well, thank you very much. We want everyone to like us on Facebook. Our Best of the Best, believe it or not, is starting to gear up. So we've opened up suggestions for new categories, and then we will open up suggestions for new businesses. So if you don't like us, you're going to miss all of the fun. So make sure you like us on Facebook.
And I'm looking forward to the cesspool of Pokemon, or whatever you said earlier.
All right. Thank you so much, Larry.
Thank you, Kelly.
Why don't you love me like I know you could?
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Donald Trump making promises as he accepts the GOP presidential nomination.
We will be a country